So if, as a global civilization, we're going to solve climate change, we need a lot more money going into green infrastructure projects, and we need a lot more money going into clean tech and green tech and the venture capital space to further reduce the cost of renewable energy generation, transmission, and storage. That money is being made available and going to work in the developed markets around the world, but that's not where the biggest problem is. In the developed markets, carbon emissions are actually down about 20% over the last 10 years. So we're not to net zero yet, but we're on a path in the developed markets. In the emerging frontier market economies, not a lot of money by comparison is going to work in those asset classes, and emissions are rising. That's where populations are growing, GDP growth is higher. We need to solve that problem. And so what the Catalytic Investment Exchange does is it's a due diligence questionnaire that project sponsors can fill out, and then the global investment community and the global donor community can look at that questionnaire and decide where to engage in further due diligence and where to invest. So we're creating visibility for emerging and frontier market economy deals to the global investment community, and we're also effectively teaching local governments, local venture capitalists, how to speak in a language that the global investor community understands. The questions on the questionnaire are exactly the questions that a global investor wants to have the answers to before they engage in detailed due diligence.
How are you teaching those people who need the money to speak the language and answer the questions in the way that makes it viable and feasible?
Yeah, and in a standard format so that global investors can screen for this type of industry, this size of check, this type of market is where we want to invest, and they can get to a subset of deals quickly that maybe they never would have known about without the exchange. Digital is changing every aspect of how we work as a society. We've borrowed everything from the consumer space and applied it to the Catalytic Investment Exchange to try to solve a different problem.